Hey everybody, welcome to History Time. English pronunciation can be a real head-scratcher, right? All those crazy phonetic symbols, forget about them. You don't need to be a linguist to sound natural. We're skipping the textbooks and jumping into 7 awesome pronunciation hacks that'll have you sounding smoother than ever. Kick back, relax, and get ready to repeat after me. Let's do this. First up, ditch that robot voice. You know the one, where every word is separated, and you sound like a GPS giving directions. English isn't meant to be spoken like a machine. It's a living, breathing language, full of rhythm and melody. When you speak too stiffly, it can make conversations feel awkward or unnatural. So, let's loosen up and bring some life into your speech. English is like jazz. It's all about letting the sounds flow together. Just like musicians improvise and blend their notes, native speakers connect their words, creating a smooth musical flow. When you listen to people chatting in a cafe or laughing with friends, notice how their words seem to dance together. There's a rhythm, a beat, and a sense of playfulness. That's what makes English sound so alive. Instead of saying, "What are you doing?" all stiff, "Try what you're doing," much smoother, right? When you blend the words together, it sounds more relaxed and friendly. This is called connected speech, and it's everywhere in English. Listen to how people say, "Did you eat yet?" It often becomes "Jeet yet?" Or "I am going to" turns into "I'm gonna." These shortcuts aren't lazy, they're natural. Try, "How's it going?" See how natural that feels? When you greet someone this way, you're not just using words, you're sharing a vibe. Connected speech helps you sound more approachable and confident. Practice these phrases in front of a mirror, or record yourself and listen back. Notice how your speech becomes more fluid and less choppy each time. This is how native speakers talk, efficient and connected. They don't pause between every word. Instead, they link sounds, drop certain letters, and even merge words together. This makes conversations faster and more dynamic. If you want to blend in and be understood easily, mastering these connections is key. Don't be afraid to experiment and play with those sounds. It might feel strange at first, but that's totally normal. Try saying phrases in different ways, exaggerate the connections, and have fun with it. The more you play, the more comfortable you'll get. Remember, making mistakes is part of the process. Every slip-up is a step forward. The more you practice, the more natural it gets. Repetition is your friend. Try repeating connected phrases until they roll off your tongue. Write them down, say them out loud, and use them in real conversations. Over time, your brain and mouth will work together, and speaking smoothly will become second nature. If you need a reminder, come back and practice with me. Watch this lesson again or use language apps and online videos to reinforce what you've learned. Every time you practice, you're building confidence and skill. Remember, you're not alone. Millions of learners are on this journey with you. Now go out there and connect those sounds. Whether you're chatting with friends, ordering food, or meeting new people, let your English flow. Embrace the rhythm, play with the sounds, and enjoy every conversation. You've got this, so speak up, connect those words, and let your English shine. Let's talk about contractions, the secret sauce to sounding like a native English speaker. If you've ever listened to a group of friends chatting, you'll notice how their words seem to flow together effortlessly. That's because they're using contractions all the time. Contractions are simply 2 words combined into one, like I am becoming I'm or they are turning into they're. They help your speech sound smoother, more relaxed, and much more natural. In fact, if you want to blend in and sound less formal, contractions are your best friends. Imagine you're walking down a busy street or sitting in a break room at work. You'll hear people saying things like, "I'm gonna grab some lunch," instead of, "I am going to grab some lunch." It's not just about saving time, it's about sounding like you belong. Using contractions is a key part of everyday English, and it's something native speakers do without even thinking. For example, instead of saying, "I am going to go," you can say, "I'm gonna go." Or if you want to sound even more natural, you might say, "I'll go." These little changes make a big difference in how you're understood and how comfortable you sound. When you use contractions, you show that you're confident and at ease with the language. Let's try another example. Instead of saying, "I would like to have a cup of coffee," you can say, "I'd like a cup of coffee." It's shorter, friendlier, and much more common in real conversations. Whether you're ordering at a cafe or chatting with friends, contractions help you connect with people and keep the conversation light and easy. See how much more casual and approachable that sounds? Using contractions isn't just about grammar. It's about fitting in and making your English sound authentic. When you use them, you'll notice people respond to you more warmly, and conversations feel less stiff or formal. Contractions keep conversations flowing smoothly. They help you sound relaxed, friendly, and confident. Think of them as the glue that holds spoken English together. Without contractions, your speech can sound robotic or overly formal, which isn't how most people talk in real life. Worried about making grammar mistakes? Don't be. Native speakers use contractions everywhere, in casual chats, at work, even in classrooms. It's completely normal, and it's actually expected in most situations. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. So, embrace contractions. They're your allies on the journey to English fluency. Practice saying them out loud, use them in your conversations, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you use contractions, the more confident you'll become, and the easier it will be to express yourself naturally. Try practicing in front of a mirror or with a language partner. Notice how your speech becomes smoother and more connected. You'll find that people understand you better, and you'll feel more at home speaking English. Trust me, if you make contractions a regular part of your speech, you'll sound cooler, more confident, and much more like a native speaker in no time. Every language has its rhythm, and English is no different. Listen to your favorite shows or songs. Notice how they emphasize certain words? Try this. Don't worry about it. Hear that melody? Relax and let the words flow naturally. Experiment with intonation and rhythm. The more you listen and repeat, the more you'll internalize that rhythm. Soon you'll be speaking English with real confidence. Let's talk vowels. When it comes to speaking English naturally, one of the biggest secrets is actually doing less, not more. Many learners think that to sound clear, they need to pronounce every single vowel and consonant perfectly, but that's not how native speakers talk. In fact, overpronouncing can make your speech sound stiff or even a little robotic. So, what's the trick? It's all about relaxing and letting your words flow. The trick is to relax and avoid over-enunciating. Imagine you're chatting with a friend over coffee, not giving a speech on stage. When you're relaxed, your mouth and tongue move more naturally, and your vowels become softer and shorter. This is exactly how native speakers sound so smooth and effortless. In your native language, you don't overpronounce every sound. Same goes for English. Think about how you speak when you're relaxed and comfortable. You probably don't stress every vowel or syllable, right? English is no different. The more you try to force every sound, the less natural you'll sound. Instead, let your speech flow, just like you do in your own language. Take the word computer. Instead of saying computer with every syllable stressed, try saying it the way native speakers do, compure. Notice how the middle syllable almost disappears? That's called vowel reduction, and it's super common in English. The same thing happens in words like banana, bunana, or family, family. The less you force the vowels, the more natural you'll sound. Hear the difference? It's subtle but important. These small changes can make a huge impact on how fluent and confident you sound. When you listen to native speakers, pay attention to how they glide over certain vowels and syllables. It's not about being lazy. It's about speaking efficiently and naturally. Don't overemphasize vowels, just let them flow. Try to mimic the rhythm and melody of native speakers. English has a kind of music to it, with some sounds getting more attention and others fading into the background. The more you practice this, the easier it will become. You're not singing opera, just having a conversation. There's no need to exaggerate every sound. Think of English like a friendly chat, not a performance. The goal is to be understood and to connect, not to sound perfect. Practice these relaxed vowel sounds and they'll become second nature. Try recording yourself and comparing your pronunciation to native speakers. Don't worry if it feels strange at first. Every new skill takes time to master. The more you practice, the more comfortable and confident you'll feel. Keep at it and you'll sound smoother every day. Remember, less really is more when it comes to English vowels. Relax, let your words flow, and enjoy the process. With a little practice, you'll be amazed at how natural your English can sound. Ready for a mind-blowing trick? In American English, a T between vowels often turns into a soft D. This is called flapping. For example, better becomes better. It happens in words like water, water, little, little, and metal, metal. It might seem odd, but it's key to sounding natural. Embrace the flap and practice those T to D transformations. Your pronunciation will level up fast. Want to improve fast? Watch your favorite actors and copy their pronunciation. Slow down the playback to catch every nuance. Pause, rewind, and repeat. Don't be afraid to exaggerate. Imitate the best and your English will transform before your eyes. Here's a fun hack. Use onomatopoeia. Words like buzz or boom imitate sounds and help you remember pronunciation. Associate tricky English words with similar sounds in your language. For example, bird sounds like bird in Spanish, girl like girl. These associations help lock in pronunciation. It might feel silly, but it works. Your brain loves these connections. Let's recap. Connect sounds, use contractions, find your rhythm, relax vowels, master the T to D, imitate actors, and use onomatopoeia. Which tip was new for you? Tell me in the comments. Pronunciation is all about practice, not perfection. If this helped, share it, hit like, and keep practicing. See you in the next video.